Hey guys, I wanted to clear up some confusion among some groups. Um, a lot of research has gone on around this March 12th and March 13th magnetopause reversal. Some are claiming there have been not only another reversal but several others. I can tell you that our little research group has been on top of this since day one. We have not witnessed any other event, anything like the March 12th, March 13th event. A statement was made yesterday that we had another reversal, and that was true, but it was not a March 12th event, which was a very extreme circumstance. What did happen was on the 27th at almost midnight, just at the turn of the 27th, there was a C 3.1 flare, and I was kind of surprised to see this much of a influence on the magnetic field, on the magnetosphere. But nonetheless, we saw it. It makes me wonder if they're not downgrading some of the solar activity. But I've loaded up some frames from the simulations, particularly the magnetopause position, the magnetic field Y cut, and the Z cut. I'm paying most attention to the Z cut, which shows the particle flow. But I'll start these one at a time. The nice thing is there used to be a frame limit of 80 frames that you could go back on ISWA, and now I don't know what the limit is, but I'm able to go up to 300 frames in the past, so that does help out a lot. That almost covers the 24-hour period. So I'm just going to hit play on the Z cut, and what you'll notice is we don't have anything like March 12th, March 13th, but you do have these. You have several sporadic flow reversals. You know, we're talking about just minutes for each event, especially right in the magnetotail, not so much in the surrounding space, but more than usual. And that's a little bit odd, just considering the only solar activity to worth mentioning was a small, lightweight C-class flare that didn't even hit us directly. It was just a grazing shot across the bow. I'll start the Y cut, where you can see the magnetic bonds of flux, and in a second I'll start the magnetopause. Now we did see what appeared to be you've got your bow shock right here, but during this time period we seem to have two bow shocks. I've heard some explanations for that, and it's not the first time I've seen it, but I'm just surprised to see that much pressure on the day side, and there was also a lot of pressure on the night side. We weren't going through any IMF lines. I checked on that. No coronal hole streams. The only thing that seemed to have interacted with the magnetopause was a C 3.1. This one has restarted, so I'll pause it. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to reload the 300 frames prior to that one so we can get a look at it. Okay, while that's loading, let's look at the Y cut. You can just see a lot of front and back pressure, but like on the 12th and 13th, these field lines emanating from the Earth's southern pole and reconnecting and going through the North Pole, all those field lines were being really drawn towards the sun or being pushed away by a force coming from behind. And we're not seeing that. Well, you do see some particle reversal down here on the Z-cut. Those were just mini reversals of particle flow. It was not a March 12th event, nor have we seen another event that even compares to March 12th, March 13th. Anyway, this is playing data now from the 28th, and you're seeing actually a little bit more of these sporadic reversals, especially in the magnetotail. I'm not going to concern myself with refreshing the Y-cut, but I do want to take a look at the magnetopause position. Let me hit play on that, stop these other two. Now I'll just let this play out. You can see the increased pressure on the sun-facing side of the Earth. There's your termination zone. It's your magnetopause bow shock. But then you got another shock wave. Got another layer of protection that's showing up right here. And I'm not sure if it's in this stack of frames, but we did have a lot of pressure on the night side. And I'm just putting this out to show that, number one, this wasn't a March 12th event. Nowhere close. It was interesting, and we did point it out, because there was really no solar activity to accompany the data that we were seeing. You're starting to see a little bit of night side compression here. This is around the time the CME would have hit. And again, it was just a glancing blow. But rest assured, if we have another event like back in March, you'll definitely hear it from us probably first, unless the data gets scrubbed. But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. We'll be on top of this, as we have been for 2.5 months now. Wow, a lot of front side compression there. And again, from a C 3.1 grazing blow, I don't think so. I'll add to that there haven't been any gamma ray bursts since the 21st, when we had 3 in one day. So we're keeping an eye on anything that could cause this sort of phenomenon. But sorry to disappoint you. No magnetopause reversal on March 22nd or on March 27th. Interesting flow reversal, but no bow shock reversal. Just wanted to make that clear. Everybody take care.